So today we will start with the subject 18 FT 704 garment testing, performance and sustainability. Unit 2 we are talking about common protocols for garment testing. Now today we will talk about lesson 2 common testing protocol for woven, knitted and leather or suede apparel. Now, as we have already mentioned that testing protocol is very important. Why? Because the number of tests which are to be carried out in the woven, knitted or leather and suede apparel are different. Sometimes some commonalities are also there. So, those commonalities can be taken into account like colorfastness test or the washing tests. Of course, the different kind of that limits of testing or the benchmarking of the result will vary depending upon this woven, knitted and sewed apparel. Sometimes the instrument also varies into this. Textile testing solutions are also there for woven, knitted and sewed apparel, and different instruments are used for this. So today in the lesson 2 we will cover woven, knitted and sewed apparel or leather apparel and what are the testing are to be covered here in those different kind of apparel and different instruments or the test methods which are incorporated into it. So with this introduction, let us see that what is the lesson we get it from different woven apparel, knitted apparel or different sewed or leather apparel. Now starting with the woven apparel, you can see that different woven apparels are there like woven shirts. Okay, so there it is very common woven apparels and structures are there, different woven structures are there as has been shown here, and both the men's women's garments are there with this woven apparel. So we have to see the testing protocol of this kind of garments. Here two things are important, that how this woven apparel has been produced by weaving and by using the warp and weft yarn. Now different types of woven apparels are available. Let us see those apparels. What are those different types? Now this is a very common type, that is natural cellulosic fabrics. Then man-made cellulosic origins are used, man-made synthetics are used. These are very common one. Then there are certain kinds of products which are very familiar that you can see. Yes, this is a jeans product. So that denim is the technical name of it. So denim apparels are also there into this. Next comes different kind of woven apparels which are made of pile fabrics. Then natural cellulosic fibers when you are talking. So this is one of the examples of natural cellulosic fiber, and the particular garment which is made of cotton, linen, hemp, remi and jute and blends. Those are coming under these natural cellulosic fabrics category. Coming into the man-made cellulosic origin, there are certain kind of garments which are available and different products are getting produced out of it, and the majority of them are based on acetate, lyocell, modal, etc. Man-made cellulosic origin, it also talks about rayon, very important. Rayon from bamboo is very popular nowadays, that bamboo rayon. Then rayon from cupra ammonium and viscose also is popular. Triacetate and blends are also there in this man-made cellulosic origin. Then comes other kind of man-made synthetics like acrylic, mode acrylic, nylon, aramide and olefin fiber. Polyethylene and polypropylene are the examples of olefins. So these are different woven apparels and woven man-made synthetics. Different apparels are produced out of it. Polyester is majorly used there, and woven man-made synthetics also done with this spandex. So it is little bit of elastic materials are used in this spandex. Woven pile fabrics, as you can see, that a lot of raised fabric structure is there. So terry cloth, velvet, velveteen and corduroy are the examples of woven pile fabrics. Now these are the different kinds of woven material, and what are the tests need to be carried out. Number one is the fabric weight. As we have already explained different testing protocol, that fabric weight is very important, and for that reason that different kind of fabrics are having different fabric weight. Then comes the thread count. So different kinds of threads are used in the yarn. Then comes the dimensional stability. Depending upon the fabric, the weave, and also the nature of the material, dimensional stability will vary, and testing are to be carried out very cautiously. That's why for dimensional stability. Now test what is to be carried out in dimensional stability. As we have already seen that washing machine is used for that. Then we have to mark that material, and finally you have to evaluate that material. So those are the things available for this dimensional stability test. And dimensional stability is very important for appearance also. If a fabric is shrinking vigorously, then of course the appearance will be affected. So appearance retention has come into the picture. Then comes bowing and skewing. That is very important, that how much the web thread is deviated from the path. Either it is in the form of bow or it is in from the straight line. So those are called the bowing and skewing of the different wave threads, and this is very important for the colored and stripes or the colored checks. So bowing and skewing are to be tested for those kind of garment. Now when we are talking about the performance test, then tensile strength comes into the picture, that how much strength is there in the material, that is called the tensile strength. Then among other different tests which are done in performance, that is the tearing strength. So how the garment will tear, if there is a particular small tear is there, and how it propagates, that is getting judged in tear strength tester, and that particular test method is called tear testing. Now here the seam is getting evaluated. You can see that different seams are used in the garment, and evaluation method also is there. So seam strength or the production seams are getting judged here. Stretch properties are also getting judged, and stretch directions, and this kind of properties are utilized nowadays in different denim garments, where little bit of elastane fiber is getting used. So stretch properties are getting judged here by different instruments. Now colorfastness, of course, that fading of the color nobody wants after washing. So different examples are there how the color bleeding takes place in the multi-fiber strips. So colorfastness plays an important role in the garment. Now coming to the knitted apparel. So knitted apparel, what are the tests to be carried out? Let us see. Knitted apparel, when you are talking, there are various kinds of knitted apparels are also available, like woven products, as can be seen in the picture. So there are interlooping of the threads are very important in the knitted apparels, and fabric weight has to be judged. Dimensional stability, of course, needs to be done, and very important here, the dimensional stability after washing. Then appearance retention after washing, that is also plays an important role in this kind of garment. Now knitted garments are very important during the washing, and skewing also is getting judged there, how much the web thread or here the coarse thread are getting deviated. So in the knitted apparel, the warp and weft are designated as wales and coarse. So in the skewing method, coarse deviation is getting judged. Bursting strength, of course, the tensile strength in the woven structure and knitted structure, bursting strength is getting evaluated through bursting strength tester. So that is getting judged here, and different mechanisms of testings are shown in the figure. Colorfastness, of course, are very important for any kind of garment, whether it is a knitted or it is a woven product. So these are the different, you can see the color values or color methods which are applicable there. Coming into the leather suede apparel, how it is looking like, you can see different leather apparels are there in the market nowadays. So leather apparel's aesthetic appeal is very, very important in these garments. So we have to be careful. Dimensional stability needs to be judged very carefully in this kind of garment. So appearance of the garment before and after wash, that is also very important in this kind of leather and suede apparel. So apparent retention is very important in this leather or suede apparel. One should not wear such garments, and it will not look nice if there is a shrinkage or any kind of distortion in the leather apparel. So appearance retention plays an important role to it. And this kind of garments are to be handled also very carefully. Colorfastness test is very important here. So how the colorfastness of leather apparels are to be done. Sometimes leather patches are also used in the garment. Then comes the apparel related accessories like belts, caps, ear muffs, gloves, hats, neckties, scarves, then headbands, etc. So there also testing is required. And different kind of leather item like belts are available. Then also comes different other products like hats. So these are all getting tested for different properties. So apparel related accessories, when you are talking, the hat also comes into that. Different kind of gloves, those are also neckties which are also available into this. Some scarves are also available. So headbands are also available in these apparel related accessories. So these are the different products, and these are also getting judged for fabric weight, because thickness also is very, very important in such kind of accessories kind of garments which are used in the accessories. So thickness of the material also plays an important role. So how much thick the material is, okay. So that is getting judged here. Dimensional stability also very important, and it plays an important role in the shrinkage behavior of different accessories which are used in the garment. Appearance retention of those kind of garments or those kind of accessories are also very important. Seam strength of those kind of products are also plays an important role. So production seam stage, it is getting judged. Colorfastness of course also is very important, and different gray scales are used for this purpose, and different colorfastness properties are getting judged here. So in this particular lesson, we have seen very important areas of testing protocol. Now what are those areas? You can see that we have seen the woven products, we have seen the knitted products, and also we have seen the suede apparel or the leather apparel. Now testing will be different for different material, like a garment which is made from the woven material, okay. So their testing will be different, okay. Or a garment which is made from the knitted apparel, okay. So their testing will be entirely different into that. The dimensional stability will be different. Then important part of knitted garment is that appearance. Appearance after washing is very, very important for the knitted garment. So there the twisting of the garment plays an important role to it. Then come the suede apparel. Suede apparel also needs to be judged very carefully, because here the appearance is very, very important in this kind of garment. So it should not shrink, okay, color should not fade out, because these suede apparel or the leather related apparels are a little bit of costly. So that's why one has to be very careful while determining the testing protocol of this kind of garment. So suede apparel and leather apparel are to be tested based on their kind of appearance or what type of material it is, and it is different from the woven and knitted testing protocol. So different testing protocols we have seen in this particular lesson, and those are different than others, because woven is treated differently, knitted is treated differently, and suede apparel of course is treated differently in this kind of different testing methodology. So thank you very much for this, and we will come with a new lesson, and Different apparels lastly has been shown here. In a buying office, if you go, different types of apparels you can see, and those apparels are for buyer specific. So different testing protocols buyer has fixed for that. So it is done as per the woven, knitted or sewed or leather apparels. So thank you very much.